From the outside, Ron Howard's life seems like a portrait of success untouched by shadows. With his steady voice, warm demeanor, and familiar smile, he projects calm assurance, yet few glimpse the private battles hidden beneath Hollywood's glare. Behind the accolades and beloved performances lay memories of pressure, regret, and family challenges that he carried quietly for decades. Only in recent years has he shared these truths, revealing a depth of struggle that contrasts sharply with his public image. His story is one of brilliance and burden intertwined, a man shaped by the industry that both elevated and constrained him. Early life in Oklahoma. Born Ronald William Howard on March 1, 1954, in Duncan, Oklahoma, Ron entered a world infused with creativity and uncertainty. His parents, Rance Howard and Jean Spiegel, were actors who introduced him to performance before he could form sentences. By 18 months, he appeared in Frontier Woman, unknowingly beginning a lifelong career. Life in Oklahoma offered both familial closeness and financial unpredictability. But when the Howards moved to California in the late 1950s, Ron's childhood transformed into a mix of education, auditions, and early responsibilities. Normal playtime became rare, replaced by scripts and rehearsals that shaped him long before he fully understood his path. The rise of Opie Taylor. Everything changed in October 1960 when the Andy Griffith Show premiered, turning 6-year-old Ron into Opie Taylor, America's symbol of innocence. Though adored by viewers, his daily life involved isolation and rigorous training. He quietly studied in a small room at Dillu Studios while other children played outdoors, learning lessons from his father about authentic acting. The pressure of being everyone's favorite child left little room to just be himself. Even in these early years, Ron experienced the emotional cost of fame, a life that appeared golden on the outside but contained hidden sacrifices, setting the tone for challenges that would echo throughout his adolescence and adulthood. Adolescence and early pressure. After the series ended in 1968, Ron's life remained a delicate balance between public success and personal strain. Schooling was split between Burbank classrooms and rushed tutoring near the studio, leaving him little time to explore ordinary childhood experiences. On the set of The Music Man in 1962, an 8-year-old Ron whispered to Shirley Jones that he feared failing a dance routine, hidden by clever camera angles. The world saw polished performances, not the anxiety behind them. These pressures taught him early that performance and expectation often outweighed personal comfort, planting seeds of a lifelong drive to please that would later influence both his career choices and family life. Fame and trapped roles. In 1974, Ron entered his second defining role as Richie Cunningham on Happy Days. Though millions adored him, he felt constrained by the image of the perfect, relatable teenager. The character insulated him from the real world's complexities, leaving him feeling trapped despite fame. By age 23, Ron recognized the need for change, seeking freedom from the roles that defined him. Directing offered an escape, a way to shape stories on his own terms. It began with Roger Corman's offer for Grand Theft Auto, which launched a career blending creativity and control, giving him a voice beyond the constraints of his childhood performances and the roles audiences expected. The director emerges. Ron's transition from actor to director allowed him to redefine his professional life. Films like Night Shift, Splash, Cocoon, and Willow demonstrated a versatility that actors often envy. Yet even behind the camera, the demands remained grueling. Apollo 13. In 1995 became a test of endurance. 612 zero-gravity sequences, 18-hour workdays, and 90 consecutive days pushed him to collapse on set. The physical strain mirrored years of emotional weight accumulated from childhood expectations, public scrutiny, and the pressure to excel. While acclaimed for his artistry, Ron bore a cost few recognized, a relentless drive shaped by the early belief that he must always be perfect and always deliver. Family sacrifices. The heaviest burdens of Ron's life often arose from his absence as a father. In 1991, filming Far and Away in Ireland kept him away for 6 months, leaving his wife Cheryl to raise their newborn twins, Jocelyn and Bryce, alone. Returning to find his children barely recognizing him broke something inside him, a moment he revealed publicly in 2025. Even attempts to balance work and family later, during Cinderella Man in 2005, often repeated the pattern. These experiences forced him to confront childhood conditioning, the belief that saying yes, performing flawlessly, and proving oneself were more important than presence. His career success came at the cost of intimate, formative moments with his family, lessons from parenthood. By their 50th anniversary in 2025, Ron openly expressed that no award or accolade could replace the lost time with his children. These admissions reveal the inner conflict between public triumph and personal regret. While audiences know him as a storyteller capable of bringing cinematic worlds to life, the private realities of fatherhood presented challenges he could not simply direct away. He reflects on a lifetime of choices dictated by external expectations, recognizing that personal sacrifice was often hidden behind professional triumph. In these revelations, Ron demonstrates vulnerability, a rare glimpse into the human cost of Hollywood success. Brotherly bonds and family struggles. Ron's private battles extend beyond his own family to his younger brother, Clint, the only sibling to share the experience of growing up inside Hollywood's demanding environment. Clint survived addiction following a 1990 ultimatum, but now faces a serious, life-altering illness. For a man accustomed to problem-solving and storytelling, this is one struggle he cannot rewrite. Watching a loved one suffer without the ability to fix the outcome adds a profound weight to his life. These familial realities contrast with the public perception of Ron as untouchable, underscoring that even those who shape the world's stories carry vulnerabilities unseen by their audience. Reflections on a lifetime. At 71, with a $200 million legacy and countless cinematic achievements, Ron reflects on the spaces between projects as a mirror of a life lived for others. He spent decades telling stories for audiences, often prioritizing work over personal experiences. His admissions about missed family moments, the pressures of early fame, and his brother's illness highlight a man learning to reconcile public success with private regret. While he shaped narratives on screen, the story of his own life included hidden chapters of anxiety, responsibility, and love that he only recently began to share with the world. Conclusion: living beyond the spotlight. Ron Howard's journey reveals the duality of life in the spotlight, brilliance intertwined with burden, public adoration shadowed by private struggle. From a toddler on film sets to a celebrated director, he navigated expectations that few could endure. His story illuminates the emotional cost of early fame, the sacrifices of a demanding career, and the enduring challenges of family and personal growth. Today, as he reflects on his legacy, he embraces the truths he once kept hidden, reminding us that even those who seem untouched by hardship carry a lifetime of lessons, love, and unspoken battles behind the familiar smile.